Becky, and welcome in. So, if I remember correctly, you had mentioned wanting somewhat of a big change. Oh my gosh, yes, I have dreams of being blonde. But this is 10 years of box dye. Oops. Wow, that is a big change. So let's talk about the process of getting there. If you want to be blonde, then we're going to have to go through some phases like brown, or there's even a possibility of blue-orange. Ugh, is that even a real color? To safely get your hair to blonde. I want to be blonde. I totally understand. I just want to make sure that you're aware that it's going to take a few appointments to get there, or else we could end up with broken hair, or worse, bald. Oh my God, I'm gonna channel my inner Khaleesi. I'm gonna wear braids. I'm gonna ride dragons. I'm going to rule all the kingdoms. I might even find a love connection. Khal Drogo, true love. Speaking of which, Jason Momoa, if you're watching this, call me. Is she for real? All right, well, are you ready to get started? Oh my gosh, Becky, round one of this color went exactly to plan. I was able to lift your base to a beautiful caramel color, and at your next appointment, we're going to start incorporating some blonde. So let's go ahead and get you scheduled and checked out. Your total today is gonna be $450. Well, I'm not there yet, but I guess I'll trust the process. Here you go. Hey girl, it's Becky. So I know we tried to get there, and I know you worked so hard to get me to brown, but I just couldn't get used to it. So I ended up dyeing my hair back, and I really had my heart set on being blonde, and you said I was gonna be blonde, so I'm gonna need a refund. Hello, you guys, and special shout out to all the independent stylists watching this today. My name is Mary, and I'm the stylist consultant. I'm a former hairstylist turned business consultant with a focus in critical thinking and communication. I'm going to be bringing you a new video every week detailing real life situations that we as stylists deal with on occasion and ask, what would you do? I cover how to handle the situation and what can be done to limit it from happening again. Okay, so let's dive into this week's video. As independent stylists, I know most of us have been there. We have that one client that just doesn't get it or didn't listen or just thinks simply that we have a magic wand that we wave and boop, we can be blonde in 2 hours. And realistically, as stylists, we know that's not true. I mean, come on. If the Kardashians have to go through a 12-hour blonding process, there's no hope for the rest of us. We all need to do it. Whether you specialize in vivids, color corrections, blonding, something else entirely, we've all had that nightmare client. Now, initially, my knee-jerk reaction to that client asking for a refund is, hell no. I told you exactly what you could expect. You knew you weren't leaving today as a blonde. I spent 4 hours lightening your base to an even color. I corrected banding issues along the way. I spent quite a bit of money on products and supplies, not to mention the countless thousands of hours I've put in behind the chair to learn how to safely take you from black box dye to blonde goddess, and you colored it 2 days later, and now you want a refund? Girl, that sounds like a you problem, not a me problem. The fact that you don't have patience should not affect my income. So you're fired, and I hope to never see your crazy ass again. Bye. But here's the issue with that. By responding emotionally like that, we are 10 times more likely to have the client respond in a similar fashion, which will likely escalate the issue further. And in an industry where we rely on good reviews and the trust from our potential clients, we want to avoid opening ourselves and our business up to that whenever possible. Instead, what I would recommend telling Crazy Pants here is something like this. I understand that a change like this can take some time to adjust to, and I'm sorry we could not achieve your desired look in one session. However, I was very clear and transparent from the start about this. I would have happily made any adjustments to the tone of your finished session 1 look, but due to the fact that you did not allow for that opportunity and the fact that I got you to a color we had agreed upon prior to the service, I must decline your request for a refund. Best wishes, Mary. Now, what I like about this response is it removes all emotion and simply states the facts in a professional manner. It's simple and it's straight to the point and will be less likely to cause the client to escalate the situation. Now, I want to give you something to think about, and that's this. In your business, as it stands now, what safeguards do you have in place to ensure that this doesn't happen? What are you doing to protect your business from situations like this? My suggestion would be to create a simple consult/waiver form. Now, you can do this in a Word document easily. It should take you only about 5 minutes. And key elements that I would want to put in this waiver are as follows: the starting level of the client's hair, the starting condition of the client's hair, your game plan for session 1, and the overall end goal once all the sessions are done. Underneath that, what you'll want to put are your salon policies. Now, you can keep it just to the policies for the color correction, or you can put all of your salon policies here. But for the sake of keeping it short, I would recommend just keeping it to the policies regarding the appointment. So that would be no refunds, your adjustment policy stating, if for any reason you're unhappy, please contact me within 7 business days and I'll be happy to adjust any tonality issues. And lastly, a clause stating, if the client changes their hair on their own, or if they have a friend change it, or if someone at a different salon changes it, the adjustment policy is void, meaning they cannot use it. So it is voided. It will not happen. You are no longer on the hook for any adjustments if they change their hair. Underneath that, you're going to want to put a client signature line. So have them sign it. Underneath that, have them print out their name. And underneath that, have them date it. And the last thing I recommend, and I actually recommend this for all clients, not just big services or multi-appointment services, is take before and afters. Now, taking the picture doesn't mean that it needs to go on social media. It doesn't mean that it needs to go on a website. It just goes in your files as a form of insurance for your business. And as a professional, you want to do everything that you can to safeguard your business and your reputation as a business owner. Taking the time to do these 2 things will save you a headache 98% of the time. Now, of course, there are always still going to be the clients who, let's be real, are just crazy. But if this situation were to arise and you have those in place, you could simply text them a picture of their before and after and a photo of their signed waiver sheet and say something like, I understand that new looks can have an adjustment period. I know how excited you were about the blonde color. However, per the agreement/waiver signed before your appointment, no refunds will be given. And since you have altered your hair, the adjustment policy is now voided. I have sent you a copy of the signed waiver along with the before and after photos, which show that I got you to the agreed upon look for appointment 1. I will update your client profile to show that we are no longer moving forward with this color correction, and I wish you all the best. Signed, Mary. I see multiple posts on this type of situation every single day in hairstylist groups, in Facebook forums, in Reddit forums, and you're definitely not alone. I want to help you through this journey, and I want to help you start to bulletproof your business. What we present as a business owner is going to determine what we deal with. If we put forward a professional image and build a professional business, you're going to find that you deal with this less and less as time moves on, because clients know that you are on top of it and you are a badass business owner who is not going to take crap from anyone. You'll get to spend less time on crap like this and more time doing what you love, being behind the chair and making the world a more beautiful place, one head of hair at a time. Again, my name is Mary and I'm the stylist consultant. This is a new channel, you guys. So if you could, please subscribe to it. I want to get this out to as many stylists as I can. I know that there's a lot of you out there, and if I can help even 10 people, I am so happy. I look forward to this journey together, and I cannot wait to see you again next week. So again, if you haven't done so, please subscribe. Follow my Instagram account. I am on Instagram at The Stylist Consultant, and I will see you back here next week. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.